as it stands right now, top 5 get paid. Let's just see if we can get our head above water. The average ship count is 5333. Your hero has 4555. Just waiting for a couple cards. You know, I see the delay of the stream going on over here, and I do a lot of face scratching and manipulation here. I apologize if you don't necessarily find that hyper attractive. But listen, I gotta be me. I gotta be me. Gonna pop this 3 times. We are way out of position. We are stepping on a line here. So I call that. I call Big Iron Jim's move here. 160 into this, and see if we can't hit. See if we can't hit this. I think he has nothing. He has nothing, for the record. But I cannot call that. When I call him this time, though. Maybe he pops this. No, that's too bad. I'll be raising this. There won't be any limping on my watch. I'm gonna C-bet that shit out. I got this. He'll shove. I'll have to fold, but that's my C-bet, and I've stuck to it. He called that. One more time. One more attempt. Here I've arrived. I've messed with the big stack, just like I said I wasn't going to. Now I've got to check it, and he bets. And I win that pot. Wow. He called that shit Jack 5 of diamonds. He called that with Jack 5 of diamonds. All right, then. Thank you. We will press on. We will win that hand with ace high, and we will press on. That puts us about 500-600 above the average chip count. We'll take it. Hey-o! Slide out of the way. Oh no! I mean, if he's raising with that shit as opposed to calling my raise on his limp, he might have something threatening like Queen 7 offsuit. I don't know. See, I don't like being a dick when it comes to shit like that. But in that circumstance, I'll do it. Pocket threes. Ugh. Let's see if I want to see a flop in position. 5 players? 5 players? Friendly? Friendly? Yeah. Oh, no one's got this shit. No one has this. You don't have that. Big Iron Jim's gonna look you up. Wow. You should call. I wonder if my threes were any good there. I don't think so. I'm certainly not calling that with my threes. I guess that is a great move, right? I mean, it works every time except for the one time it doesn't. And then you're fucked. Jack 2 offsuit will not be playing in this hand. I'm sorry. I know you've come here to see this, all 5 of you, but it's not going to happen tonight. We're now in 8th place of the 35 people in this tournament. However, we're only in this 20 hands here. I've seen 6 flops. I've only won 1 hand. But it was a special hand. A C-bet gets called on a not great exciting board for Ace King offsuit. The turn gets called, and these bets that are going in there and putting in there are basically 2/3 of the pot. He's calling, and he doesn't have his odds for whatever the fuck he was aiming for with Jack 5 on that hand. I wonder what he had. Let's go back through memory lane here, shall we? Jack 4 offsuit's going to get a fold. I'm still obsessing about that hand. Here we go. Whatever's going on here, we're going to fold this. All right, here's the hand in question that I keep obsessing about. Ah! What have I done? Here we go. So, pre-flop, he's one off the button and he calls. The small folds. I pop it to 260. He calls. The flop comes 8-4-3, so he's chasing his flush. That river, that's a raise. We'll put this, bookmark that for a moment. I guess I scared the table with that raise, with that 3x raise. Yeah, he calls that. I'm in the big, and I pop it. He calls. He flops the flush draw. I bet out at that. He calls. It's a horrible call. Pretty poor call on his part. I bet out at that turn again. I bet out again at the turn, and he calls. And he hits that 2. Chances are he hasn't hit what he's looking for. I bet out again. I should have just fired my 3rd bullet at that. But see, I actually thought the reason why I didn't do that is because I thought he had a pair. I thought he had a piece of that board, and he was just drawing into that. Ugh. Not even. No, thank you. Hey, Eddie, I'm sure you're already gone by this point, but goodbye. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for stopping in and checking in with us. Hope you're doing well. I should reach out to you. Seeing as though I know who you are. Reaching out to my bud. Oh, 150 into that mess. No, thank you. If this gets around to me, I'm gonna get involved in this. We're gonna do that. We'll pop that up, even though I think I have the best hand coming into this. Ugh. Cowardice. See this frown on my face? Did not want to fold that shit. Oh, that was horrible. That was almost a ginormous mistake. Jack 5 offsuit's going to get a fold. We're just a hair under the average. We are 12th. We're in the upper half of this multi-table tournament. And 11 down on entry fee into this Deep Stack Turbo. The blinds are currently 6120 with a 12 chip ante. We are chugging right along. We've seen 30 hands in this madness, and you may have already caught that there. We've won 2 hands. We've seen 6 flops. I've won 1 pot at Showdown, and that one has basically put me in the position that I'm kind of floating above the fray right now. Because sometimes when Ace-King gets called by Jack-5 suited, Ace-King will win. Pre-flop. Let's see what happens when I pop it by 2. 2 callers in front of me. I guess I kind of wanted this. I guess I kind of wanted to see a flop. This is probably the most I'm going to spend on this King 10 bullshit. Ace. So that's a good flop. That's why I get involved in a hand like that. Still fear Ace 10. Let's see if I can't scoop this shit up. I put the fishing reel out there. Here we go. All in, bitch. Pardon me. That's a little rude. Let's see if he calls. Yeah, what's up? Oh, avoid the flush. Thank you. Had him. He had outs, though. And that's getting us back into the game. Not that we're necessarily out of it, but 11,400 chips puts us in 3rd place on this madness. How'd you feel about that hand? Would you say something in chat if you liked or did not like that particular hand? Hey, Philemon. Good evening. Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for checking us out. We're just playing a little poker tonight. Enjoying some carbon poker. Playing with the fun money. It's fun to play. $11 entry fee into a 1.5K guaranteed deep stack turbo. The blinds are 60-120 with a 12 chip ante. Blinds are going up every 15 minutes. The price of poker is about to go up. The blinds will be 75-150 with a 15 chip ante. 44 players are in this tournament, but there is 50 minutes of late registration left, meaning you can jump right back into it if you pop out. And with the blinds being at 120 and you get 5,000 chips, you're coming in it with maybe an IM of 20. Some degree of flexibility of poker, but turbo eventually gets you to that point where you're getting a lot of coin flipping going on. Let's see what my rating is analyzing me as: neutral, aggressive, and solid. My stats. 2 out of 7 went to showdown. 2 for 2 in that regard. My aggression factor is infinite. Maybe I'm leaving money on the table there. But I had the best of it going into that madness. 150 into this schmagegi of a pot. I kind of want to cut my losses and go. I mean, what am I happy? Oh, that makes it even easier. It shouldn't even have been a thought. Shouldn't have even been a thought. But I gave it one. And we did the... Look at that. Would have won it. But I still did the right thing. Especially in the face of a re-raise. For the record, we're going to actually give that hand any real consideration. That was a fold. A7 suited. If this gets around to me, I might get a little frisky. Big Iron Jim says, I'm going all in. I'm going to risk all these chips in middle position for that sweet, sweet pot of almost 400 chips. That may have been an overbet on his part. I'm just saying. This guy's an elephant. Oh, look at that. I love it. Little elephant there. Neutral and passive. There's his stats. Oh, pardon me. I'm losing you. I'm losing you, audience. Not my most energetic stream tonight, but got into it eventually. And playing some, I hope, some reasonable poker. The hammer, suited, gets a fold. We're doing well enough. 4th place in this tournament. 3rd worst starting hand in poker is going to get a fold. That's better, at least. It looks like, at least from this perspective, I'm going to check this out here real quick. It's going to go full screen. Yeah, the green screen's still kind of shitty, but we'll... It's better than it was. It's better than it was. Beep, bop, boop, suited. Gets a yet. And I'm rated as a shark. They give the little icons a characterization. If you're playing good, tight, nice, tight, aggressive poker, you get a shark fin. Makes you feel pretty good. No. We are slowly leaving the deep stack portion of this event and now quickly migrating our way over toward more turbo speed action. My M is 32. There's one other person at the table who can basically play regular, consistent poker, but not by much. But not by much wiggle room. Everyone else is now getting into that range where they want to be acting first. They want to be in control of what's going into that pot. Having to respond to someone's all-in becomes a tough choice. But I got two pair there. Two pairs the suck, by the way. I don't care who you are. Just two pair so many times in the worst position. And I say that, and I know two pairs are strong hand. I often find myself in positions where I have two pair and I do not play them well. You know, in my career, I've actually made a number of good laydowns with two pair. But I've also made quite a few horrible calls or even pushed back, being way too aggressive. Maybe I get to see a flop here with Queen 2 offsuit, huh? We're going to see a flop. We're going to bet out at that. Because guess what? I won the lottery and you didn't. In what world is this not a horrible move? Oh, you, homie. Or homette, Mimi. See a flop. I'm going to get odds. Now I've pissed some more money away. He calls, he doesn't have it. With two people still to act, I fold this. Yeah. That flop was not even close. No. Getting a little caught up on some chit chat. Two people. Oh no. I've lost you. It's just us now. Just me and you. Look at it. Look at that ace. Look at that ace spiked. Sorry, Big Iron Jim. Don't you know? Ace 2 suited is the heat. Mimi. Oh, Mimi. Just waiting for some cards. Don't need to be too uppity, but this Mimi. Look at these stats. Oh, Mimi, what are you up to? Loose and aggressive. Getting it involved in 2/3 of the hands on this madness. I am 47 hands into this mess, into this 1.5K guaranteed deep stack turbo at Carbon Poker. The entry fee was 11. You got 5,000 tournament chips. Our blinds are at 125, 250. So people buying into this tournament now have an M of 15. Not much wiggle room. I and two other people at this particular table are just barely in the green. But we're about to dip down. The average chip stack is 7,000. And that's when the turbo kicks in. Chance to get yourself at least try and stay above the fray. If this tournament were to end right now, or at least to shut down right now on late registration, top 10 would be paid. There's about a $760 overlay remaining on this prize pool. If more people enter and crack that, it'll actually, the prize pool will start to go up, but I doubt it will. We're basically looking at $1,500 here. Guaranteed. The next level of the blinds will be 150, 300 with a 30 chip ante. Our next break will be in 13 minutes. Some other potentially interesting statistics. The largest chip stack has 22,000 and change. There are 375,000 chips in play. Your hero has won but a mere 3 hands, but they have counted, and he has seen 9 flops. His aggression factor is kind of through the roof right now, but for those of you playing at home, let's go check out what aggression factor means and share it with the audience. Let's go check to Wikipedia, the source for all information. From cardschat.com. Nope. The aggression factor, according to GambleFaces, the poker.gamblefaces.com, the aggression factor is calculated by counting the number of hands in which you've either bet or raised post-flop and dividing this by the number of hands in which you've called post-flop. This value ranges from 0 to infinity, which makes it awkward to use. You said it. The formula is the aggression factor equals not really particularly interested. Gonna limp to see a pot, see what happens. Nope. Nope. Playing the board. Should have popped that. See, just think that Mimi wants to play. Not really going to pull off a bluff, but I just wanted to float that just to see what would happen. As I was saying, the aggression factor equals the times bet or raised post-flop divided by the times called post-flop. Your aggression factor compares the number of times you took the betting initiative to the number of times you let someone else control the betting. So I am hyper aggressive, infinitely aggressive, mind you. You need to be 1.5 or above to be considered aggressive. Little crazy squirrely suited connector gonna get in this hand if it gets around to me. What is that all about? I fold that because when someone bets like that with just that few chips, they've got something serious. We're going to skip over your pocket aces, sir. More on aggression factor. So as you see this, all six viewers, good evening. Welcome for joining us. It's kind of a spike there. Let's check this out. Let's give you an update as to what's going on here. Oh, now 5. Now we're losing you. King 9 offsuit gets a fold in this 1.5k guaranteed deep stack turbo tournament here at Carbon Poker. Blinds are 150-300 with 30 chip ante. In a few minutes, because this is a turbo, the blinds go up every 5 minutes. In 3 minutes, the price of poker will go up to 200-400 with a 40 chip ante. You started this tournament off part of the deep stack quotient at 5,000 chips. The blind started at 1530. So we've gotten some reasonable poker in, but now it is time to pay the piper, and welcome to Turbo Tournament style play. Your hero, that is Baba Ganoush, I'm right there in the middle of the table, right here. Has seen 57 hands. He's won 3 of them, and now has been dealt King Jack off. In the face of an all-in raise, even from someone who has an M of not even 4, we're gonna fold that. Look at that. I would have had 2 lives. The Big Iron Jim. Gonna feed the beast with his Ace King suited. King Jack suited. Fuck it. 750. Fucking hate that move. Yeah, there you go. That's why you fold. I got your case, Jack, gents. But I would have had the flush. Would have had the flush. Got the discipline to fold. That's the painful thing, right? When you make a good fold, you make a reasonable fold, and your reward is only losing the minimum amount or losing a smaller amount than you normally would. But you know what? It's all about survival in these fucking tournaments. It's all about survival. You want a lot of chips. You certainly do. You just don't have a lot of time in a turbo-style tournament to draw a line, to accumulate the chips to waiting for absolutely the premium hands you need to. So, he's all in. I think I just call this. Nah. I'll call. Fuck it. I'll call again. I'm just going to limp in. What are you going to do, Mimi? I just want to see a flop with 10 jack suited. Check it. I'm out of position. Flop didn't hit me. Got an inside straight. I called that because I had outs. Don't have as many outs now. Now I think I gotta fold that. He had a piece of that, I knew that. But I might have called that at least for the right reasons. I thought any of those outs would have helped. Had a little bit of the implied odds going on there. But now I'm leaking. But now I'm playing like... I'll call it a donk, but I'm playing too passive. I need to pop that the next time he goes... Next time. I need to pop that the next time. Let Mimi get too many free fucking cards. We'll see how it works. Had a nice... Now I'm in the middle of the pack. Kind of pissed away some chips. Playing a little softer than I wanted. Pardon me. Goodness. Ugh. King deuce off gets a chuck. So the aggression factor is maybe indicating not necessarily bluffing, but betting stronger with more marginal hands. For those of you watching, keeping track. I've kind of always figured that aggression... I mean, I've always kind of knew that, but I was just looking at the very specific explanation as to what was going on. Close out of some of this nonsense here. Any of you watching going to the World Series of Poker at all? I am. Going. Oh, Queen 6, how do you feel? Oh, Mimi. Enjoy that chop. Enjoy that chop. No, big duff. Make it a move. Probably got ace something. Ace X, not gonna give that the call. Just a quick pop up to 900. See how this works out, Big Duff. I got a piece of that. I gotta call you, brother. Nope. See ya, Big Duff. That helped a lot. That helped a lot. He had a piece of that board. He figured he'd go for it. He's like, if he's got it, he's got it. And guess what? I got it. That flop did nothing for Queen 10. That flop did nothing. I'm going to take a break here in a minute. I'm going to go get a I'm going to go get a beverage. I'm going to go get a quick bite. But I will be right back. The blinds will be fold. Blinds will be, when we get back, 250, 500, and so we've definitely entered the turbo phase with a 50 chip ante. The chip average is about 8,500. We're looking pretty good at, two pair. All right. The break will start soon. And on that note, what we're going to do, take a quick break. Be right back. Whoa. Hi, I'm coming back. See, the kid, he was smart enough to remember to put his water in the fridge. And we're back in the hunt. How about a big win? That's what we're looking for in this 1.5K guaranteed Deep Stack Turbo. About 24 minutes left in registration for late registration. If you want to play some, got your heart set on playing some all-in poker, boy, this would be it. You're going to get 5,000 chips. You get like an M of 8, 7. You can have at it. In the delay, I'm just now sitting back down at the table. Here. Oh, let me just slide down a little bit. I kind of like the size on this, but it doesn't give me a lot of room to move my head up and down or shift position without sort of falling outside of the frame of the backdrop there. World Series of Poker this year. Gonna get underway. On May 27th with the $565 Casino Employees No Limit Hold'em event. The main event starts July 5th. If you've got the $10,000 lying around. On June 28th is going to be the one-drop high roller, a $11,111 entry fee. There's a 25K pot limit Omaha high roller event on the 29th. The one I think I'm going to get mixed up in is probably the one on June 28th. It's a $1,000 no limit hold'em. It's going to be a 3-day event. Maybe if I donk out of that one, I might roll into the one on June 29th, the $1,500 event. There's a little one for one drop that happens on the 30th. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I'm going to be out there before that. I'm going to be out there hanging out with some friends, having a good time. Might be my last chance to see Vegas in a while. But we're going to start off with Ace 9. Good. I guess I would have shared in that. Am I happy going into that with Ace 9? No. I am going to stay outside that. All in. Call. Mm-hmm. Just money for nothing. I'm gonna fold the ace-3, even though it's see now it's even better reason to fold. So my M is 10. Like, I'm way above the chip count, but my M is 10. So what that means is that my range of options are pretty limited. I need to be getting into the pot first. I need to be dictating the terms of what's going on in this action. If someone's calling me or someone's re-raising me, then they need to have a good hand. So I need to be closer to the button. I need to have position on these people. We are 69 hands into this schmagegi. The 5 of you. Who is with us here that's new? Sarsa Phillip. Thank you for joining us this morning. Here anyway. Welcome to this 1.5k guaranteed. Little deep stack turbo lovin'. In the face of a 2x raise, we're going to fold that. NEOG 3 says it's time to go. 2 people say it's time to go. Big Iron Jim has a reasonable call there. Yeah, you have to go in with that. His ace-9 is just, you know. Did he have to? Oh, we moved tables. Did he have to? I guess he felt he had to. And this might not have been that case, but, you know, in the face of a raise and a re-raise, how good is ace-9 suited? I don't think it's good at all. Questionable as is to begin with. 7-jack offsuit. No. Last time we checked, the top 10 cashed. Now that we're getting close action in this overlay, though I don't think it's going to fill out. 340 more bucks to go before the prize is met. The pool's met. Top 19 are going to get something. Top prize is $332 currently. And as you see right now, late registration will close in 15 minutes. It's probably bad to eat and stream. You know what? If I'm making bank off streaming, then maybe. But I'm hungry, and listen, I gotta play poker, but a brother's gotta eat. How about that set? Ugh. Y'all want to fold it out, that would be great. Alright, maybe I get to see a free flop here with 9-4 offsuit. Hit top pair and not be able to do shit with it. Well, coward, I'll get some of that. Oh, runner flush. We'll just keep on keeping on. Good. Hello, 7 viewers. Joining the puberty. Joining us for this 1.5K guaranteed Deep Stack Turbo. 8 viewers. Good evening. $11 fun money entry fee. 1.5K in fun prizes. Your hero's looking at Queen 8 suited on the button. If this gets around to me, people are shoving at this point. Right? People are shoving. Here we go. I fold if pushed back, I think. It calls it out. No, I'll just scoop up the blinds here. People want to stay in it. That's good. Then you get queens. Just don't overplay them. But I only fear 2 hands pre-flop. It gives me an 80-20. Other than that, I am looking pretty good. $3X, 1800. Let's go. I call you. With your 7s. You're going to flop your set? No. We'll take it. We'll take that. Full boat. Now, the chip leader, or a duly designated representative of the chip leader, is in the blind, in the big. We're good. Just out of position. I mean, what do I want to see there? If I play A6 suited, of course I want to see that diamond flop, or I want to be able to draw into a diamond flop cheaply. Pardon me. It is a little late. We have been playing a lot of poker here recently. I do love this game. I do love this game. Someone's got to be happy with that madness. There it is. How about the nut? I did like, however, when you use the program over here and you had the nuts, it flashed you have the nuts. That was actually kind of cool. But I knew I had the nuts. And I guess this is good. This is a good handy tool for people who are unfamiliar with the game and whatnot. But frankly, it's just a great tool, period, for someone playing it. And they provide it. They give you this tool. I'm going to go 1600 on that. I don't like... I want to play. I'm under the gun. That'll get the raise. See, people thinking that that's like premium hand coming in. I guess in that instance, 9-8 suited is premium hand. Yeah, I call this out, unfortunately. Here we go. No king. What are you going to do? You've got to win hands like that. You have to go in with the worst in order to win these kind of tournaments. You need to be in that position. I think I just fold that at this point. I mean, I know people are just checking it in with 82 cards, but I'm not going to look them up with Queen 10. There you go. Look at all those hands, right? That would have been dominated. King 10 suited. I mean, King 10 offsuit. I think I just let this... I mean, people are obviously people are shoving. The blinds are 400, 800 with 80. I am... King 10 actually is too live, and I dominate him, but, you know... Hey, look at that. You get 2 queens on the board. Queen 10's looking good. Onward we roll. Onward we go. Pair of fish hooks. Can try not to overplay it, but he says going all in with his jacks. We'll see how this works. All right. Mm-hmm. Maybe. No. Never easy, is it? Never easy. What are you gonna do? It's 4-way. Even at the turn, I had 60% chance. It just cannot get it to break my way. 8 minutes left on late registration. We're now in the middle of the pack. Top 23, you're going to pay out on this. Probably not going to get a lot more complicated than that. But now clearly at this point we're shoving the moment we get a premium hand. And we're going to suck up a... We're in bad position too. We're going to have to suck up the blinds here. I'd probably get one more orbit after that. Hey, where's DeBong at? Good to see you again, my friend. Thanks for joining us back again. How you been? Just so you're up to date there, sir, we are on a little bit of a delay tonight. We're about, I don't know, undisclosed number. Like, not too delayed. But we are taking advantage of that feature on OBS tonight. But good to see you. Fuck it. Those of you joining us, this might be the last hand. Ace deuce. Oh, maybe not. We'll scoop up the blinds and keep rolling. No, this might be the last hand. And yeah, that might be an overbet, but fuck it. I'm on tilt, bitches. Not really. Because, you know, losing a 60-40 that's supposed to go your way, that's poker. I mean, hell. Getting runner, that's poker. And if you can't deal with that, then don't play the game. There you go. I'll just take those two scoops of blinds and we'll move on. What are we looking at table-wise here? We're down to... still people can get in this fiesta if you want 5,000 chips where the blinds are 400, 800. Have at it. We're going to pass on Jack 4 offsuit. We're looking at 7 tables right now. People are jumping in the tournament last minute. 27 paying out, so yeah, people are still coming into this thing. I don't know if it's crazy. I mean, it's their money. They can certainly do with it what they want, but that's a good flop for Roberto Garbaggio with the Queen 3. Then again, he didn't have much of a choice. I'm in the big blind with King 8. Here, let me try not to slow down the action with 19K going all in on that. Two live cards. Baba Doki. He's gonna fold around to me. I think I'm good. I think I pass on that. Let him try and steal those blinds. I mean, really, all these guys are looking to shove. He played the 1K. Hello, Prancer06. Welcome. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Can't beat those pocket ducks. That's horrible. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Start off and just get cracked by that, just by that madness. Ugh. That's poker. That's poker. I mean, there is obviously the luck component in it, and frankly, that makes the game exciting. It is important for people who want to play this game to have the perception that they can win, and shit like that. It just propagates that myth, and it makes it a much more powerful story. I mean, seriously, the guy who just busted Jamie Staple, so Prancer06 to share with what he's saying with the rest of the class. Pardon me. I was watching Jamie Staple today. He played in the 1K for 10 hours, and he started today, going into day 2, I assume, busted out in 8 hands. And he had pocket kings and pocket twos, busted him out. Do you know if that was... Oh, wow. I assume Dutch Boyd. Where's DeBong at? I assume that's what you're talking about. Actually, Prancer, are you talking to which event? Are you talking to OPS? Or are you talking... What's going on the 1K? Is that... Were you watching Poker Stars? I'm in a little bit out of the loop here. Just getting back into the hunt. Getting back into some poker after a week off. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Actually, a hair under. I think you're only a minute back. I'm doing all right. It's really all shove poker at this point. We started off in the deep stack, and that was enjoyable. We're definitely now in the turbo portion of this. So people are pushing left and right with coming down to any 2 cards, and it looks like King Jackoff's going to be the hero here. Of course, we would have hit that Jack High straight, but you got to be in it to win it, don't you know? Three players. Oh, Lord Stakes, my nemesis. I love that. I love that. I'm going to go 2,000 chips. I have a better hand than you. Thank you. Roll on with 10-5 off. For those of you joining us here, yeah, Scoop, that's right, Scoop's going on because they have OPS going on here. There's a small chance in the near future I might actually be able to play legit on Poker Stars. Legit meaning I can actually deposit money and play for money. So things got to go my way. It's part of the reason why I was out of town, but we'll see. That would certainly be a nice perk to what could be a very good life opportunity for me. Going to the World Series, for those of you, I repeat things just in case people come and go. I figure it's probably good, at least on the streaming front. I am going to the World Series of Poker this year, as it turns out. I'm going to be going to Vegas. Probably going to play in one of the 1Ks out there, and if I bust out of that and I feel frisky, I might do a 1.5, a $1,500 no limit. I did it 2 years ago. We're going to see a flop here. Do I let him draw into that, or just seal this shit up right now? I mean, I'm going to check this. Nah. I'm going to push back. I'm going to check raise this. I don't think he has anything. I got you. Maybe? Maybe? I got a piece of that, but if he has a 4... Nah, he got it. It was a good call on his... Well, why was it even a call? Ace-Jack. Nope. That's all she wrote. So we're out of there. How did you... I don't know how you would have felt about that particular hand. Let's go take a look at that hand again. We'll close out of this and check as to what's going on here. Yeah, hello, Dead King 13. Yeah, actually, Dead Lord Stakes is the way he knocked me out of another tournament. All right, so in this particular circumstance, it's just basically. Is that right? Is that the right hand we're looking at here? No, that's not the right hand at all. He had Ace Jack. Maybe it's this one here. Yeah, it's this one here. Here's this mess. Pre-flop, he just calls with Ace Jack. There's that information, so I check it in. He just calls with Ace Jack. So that lures me in to a certain extent. He bets out. I think he's just trying to steal that. So I push because I have a piece of that board. I have bottom pair. So I figure if he's got it. And he takes his time, but he calls it. I'm going to chalk that up to latency. Chalk it up to lag. Then the turn is an ace, so he spikes it and he crushes it. But the question there is, would you have done what I did? Which was he bets out at that pot. He's probably making like a half to 2/3 pot size bet. I shove. I want to put him on something. I think maybe part of the issue too is I don't have any information on him, and I put it because sometimes when people bet out, they actually have that shit. I think it might have been too hyper aggressive, and I think the data's trying to tell me something. I have been playing a little bit hyper aggressive. I think I just should have, because I check raised that, and I wanted to represent absolute strength in that case. That's probably what gave him the pause. And so maybe he says if he has it, he has it. That's certainly, and I wanted to give him pause, so he had it. So maybe I push him off of like fours, like fuck, he's got an ace. But he limped in with Ace Jack. So that was the good move he made on that part. Because it makes me think that he's got a weak hand. I certainly didn't put him on an ace. Okay, so it's he called an early position. I figured he had an ace. Let's check that out. Yeah, I guess he did, didn't he? He called an early position. I guess, you know what? I guess the range of these folks are playing, they might do that with ace rag. Yeah. I think you have a better read on that situation. Am I a pro? Oh, not by any stretch of the imagination. Shuya 17, but welcome. Wow, I think we got some people going on here. 15 people. Wow, you just caught me. Where were you all night? You've been streaming it. It's almost bedtime at 1:24 here in the morning. But good evening. You can catch the broadcast. It'll be up there. I'll post some clips on it later. Yeah, he called an early position. I just didn't read that properly. I just saw that as a limp, but I'm like, okay, I'm going to see a flop here, and I hit that, and I figure I'm going to push. Because I ignored that first part, I ignored the whole story of the hand, right? I just chose to look at my truth of that, and I pushed out, and I just thought, I don't know, like a personal affront, like, fuck that, I'm going to knock you off of that. He had it, and sure enough, he did, so that, as they say, is that. So it looks like we're about a little, other than that glorious $10 cash hand that we pissed away, we're down 10 for the night. We placed, had a little bad luck, but still cashed in the night out earlier tonight, and in this one we just donked it out. That's all. So, do we have a regular schedule for these kind of things? No, but recently here I've been doing it. If I feel up to it, I'll stream. Just record the action, keep things going. I don't have a regular schedule yet. I'm just kind of doing this for fun, for shits and giggles. I enjoy doing it, and people seem to be watching, so that's good times. If you're interested, definitely, if you're interested in keeping up to date and following the stream as it goes live, definitely do us a favor and follow us here. And we will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Have a great night.